Hi Gems, and welcome to another vlog. Today we're going to the outlets and to Disney Springs. On our way from the hotel to the outlets, we did spot Disney Springs because the outlets are very close in proximity to Disney Springs. So one of my first stops when I'm on a long trip to Orlando is to go to the Disney Character Warehouse to check out the sales that they have before I go into the park. We pulled up and parked and headed in. We were only there for one store, so I knew exactly where to park. Here's a tip if you're only trying to go to the Character Warehouse. If you park by the food court, you can go straight through it and it's right there. As we headed in, we saw a lot of different items that were on sale that had been in the parks previously that were pretty good deals. There were things from the Disney Cruise Line and things from the Food and Wine Festival. All of these things are out of season and they're things that are no longer sold in the park. So if you're looking for something that you saw before that's no longer in the park, it might be there, but it's not guaranteed. Prime example, these were a prize for one of the Food and Wine Festival scavenger hunts. And this bag was around during the Food and Wine Festival this year. If you're taking a trip out to Orlando and you want to get your kids a souvenir, but you don't want to spend park prices, I would suggest going here first. Here's a quick look at a couple of their policies that they want you to be sure that you know before you go. After shopping, we did go to the food court because we didn't want to get something at Disney Springs, so we got Charlie's. We put our bags in the car and we headed over to Disney Springs. We passed a gift shop that is not run by Disney. And I was so excited because this was our first time driving onto the Disney property for our trip. I like to park in a particular parking garage, but it was full because the Lime garage was closed. So we did surface parking this time. The surface parking entrance lets you in all the way on the side where Cirque du Soleil and the House of Blues is. I walked into Disney Springs without any intentions of buying anything because I just wanted to see what the parks were offering. And usually Disney Springs has a good selection of what's at each individual park. I am in love with the Stony Clover by Disney collections that they have. And they have Disney World collections and Disneyland collections. They're both at one of the stores in Disney Springs. They have cute Letterman jackets, and some are Disneyland and some are It's a Small World or Disney World. This canvas bag had my eyes all trip long. And I myself am a sucker for Winnie the Pooh. And there were so many different Winnie the Pooh things in this particular store. Just as a heads up, even though Disney Springs has a lot of different stores in it that you may find in the mall, there are a lot of different Disney merchandise stores. Of course, we had to go into World of Disney because that is the biggest one that has all of the things that you could think of. We walked around this store for about 30-45 minutes, and I got to see different things that had my eye, but I figured if it came back to me, then it was meant to be. The weekend that we went was very cold, so there were a lot of long sleeves and winter wear out. I always love to see the little girls' clothes because I always think about putting them on my daughter, but she grows so fast and she's so small right now, she barely fits anything. Just outside of World of Disney, we stopped to listen to the band that was playing that night. We took a different route on the way back to the car so that we could look at the Lego store and see all the different Lego statues. I managed to get a good look at the helium balloon while it was still down, and then we went into Candy Cauldron before we left. The one and only thing that we got at Disney Springs was this candy apple, and then we headed home. It was late and my daughter unfortunately fell asleep in the car, which meant that when she got back, she was wide awake. Bath time routine, and hopefully I could get this girl to go to sleep. Like and subscribe for more gems.